Today, a very somber anniversary for our area. It goes back 17 years ago. Lawrence Park firefighter Michael Crotty died at the scene of a fire due to the lack of a fail-safe on the ladder of a fire truck. Our Philip Ward joins us now after visiting the fire department. And Philip, certainly an emotional day for that community.
Mike, on April 8th, 2008, Lawrence Park Fire Department and the Erie community lost someone who dedicated his life to keeping others safe. And as his uncle Joe Crotty describes, Michael died doing exactly what he loved.
1700 hours, we marked the passing of 17-year anniversary passing of Deputy Chief Michael Crotty, Lawrence Park Fire Department, April 8th, 2008. May he rest in peace.
They say time heals all wounds, but it still stings a little bit.
It's been 17 years since Lawrence Park Fire Department Deputy Chief Michael Crotty died in the line of duty while responding to a fire alarm on Troop Road in Harbor Creek. Every year on this day, his uncle and Lawrence Park Fire Chief Joe Crotty drives down to the scene as a way of paying tribute to his nephew.
Probably about 20 feet, that's where Mikey was.
At the time, Joe was the fire chief in Titusville and remembered receiving a call about the tragic news and then having to relay that to his family.
Probably one of the hardest things I ever did in my life. I had to go back up home because my daughter was with her mother going down to pick out a prom dress for her senior prom and pick up some things because the very next day was her 18th birthday. So that was a tough one. One of the toughest things I ever had to do was tell my daughter that Mikey was in a big fire department upstairs.
The drive isn't the only tribute that ensures Michael will never be forgotten. There's a shadow box of his gear in the day room at the fire hall. And if you've ever driven in Lawrence Park before, you've probably driven on the Michael D. Crotty Memorial Parkway.
That's something that's not going to go away in 5 or 10 years. Look, I'm sure you see my job shirt and my sticker that I have on. Those things fade. That's going to be there forever.
And every year on April 8th, Chief Crotty pays his nephew the ultimate sign of honor and respect.
I don't care if I have to wheel up here in a wheelchair and extend the rope. I'm going to ring the 5 rings of 5. 5 rings of 5 are symbolic of a line of duty death, and you're ringing home the firefighter to his last alarm. And that's something I do. It's part of fire service tradition along with the ride out there. That's the very least I can do for the young man.
Michael was also a firefighter for the Erie Fire Department and always dreamed of becoming a firefighter in New York City. He took and passed the examinations needed, but sadly received his acceptance letter a month after his death. Chief Crotty says while Michael might not be here physically, the legacy of Michael D. Crotty will live on in this community forever. Mike?